is what we call
hater shit.
There is no better term.
Is medical marijuana legal in Illinois? Eligible patients with a doctor's recommendation after registering with the state may legally consume medical marijuana. Heather, do you got a card? Do you got a card, ma'am? I don't think you got a card. Because you wouldn't be looking this up. As of January 1st, 2020, recreational consumption. That doesn't... You, babe. Oh my God.
Two out of three kids, and he said they spoke with the third kid. So at least I know we're all okay.
Starbucks. Heather. Everything bagel. Wow. Why did she take a picture of this? To rub it in our faces that she had Starbucks this morning? I have not had nothing to eat. My head hurts so bad. I'm so nauseous. I got like adult shit, family shit to do. Heather's over here showing that I had an everything bagel at Starbucks this morning.
Hi, you guys. So, this morning I woke up and had to use the restroom. As you guys know, they're holding me in a tent still, where I can only go potty number 1. I have to walk to find the business anytime I have to go number 2. I'm also 32 weeks pregnant. I love the degradation and dehumanization that comes along with living in a tent. It's been fantastic. So we're going into month 10, 32 weeks pregnant, being denied prenatal care. Dr. Kristen Gallagher, I just waited 9 weeks for an appointment with, and then she declined to see me 2 days prior to the appointment. Thank you to all my sponsors and everyone who has assisted us with food and, repayment. Acknowledging that systemically I am owed a tremendous amount of money, time, and assistance that has continued to never show up. I have 3 children, 17, 15, and 10, in addition to the baby that I'm pregnant with now. So these children have always been in my care from the day they were born through the day Dylan was released, and all of this drama began in my life. And by drama, I mean a violent bludgeoning, a violent stabbing. I was jumped by 3 women and stabbed 11 times with screwdrivers. I was forced to walk outside for 4 to 5.
Look, I'm not trying to make, light of the situation. But, Heather, I bet you never ran your mouth to anyone else like that again, did you? You can't sit there and egg people on and say, meet me at the gas station, I'll whoop your fucking ass. And then, what did you think was going to happen? I wish the motherfucker would.
Days until I was so exhausted that I collapsed to the floor and was sexually assaulted. All of this has been reported to law enforcement and more. That is probably less than 10% of what has been done to me since 2020. But I haven't missed, the opportunity to drop off my children a couple bags of groceries. It's definitely not enough. I'm a mom. My number 1 job, biologically, legally, morally, ethically, is to parent my children.
Exactly, and that would mean for you to actually be there every day to raise them. And it's been, it's been longer than 4 years. Even whenever you had, lived with a kid sometimes, I feel like they didn't even live with you mostly. Even you admitted, how much the grandparents helped. I'm really wondering if you ever raised any of your kids alone by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
but they just keep kicking me around like a fucking dirty, disgusting bag of trash that no one wants to deal with, when I'm actually more like a gift set from Estee Lauder. You know?
What the fuck?
So that's the confusing part for me. I have tons of assets that I bring with me everywhere I go, mentally, physically, financially. I know how to make money. I'm intelligent. I'm well-spoken. I'm kind. I'm compassionate. So if you're talking about causing harm to a person, why not first make sure that that person doesn't make you a more valuable person or add something to your team before you begin abusing them? Me. Xavier has been very, very helpful in carrying my stuff, packing up my stuff. I don't know what I would do without him. I am having a hard time moving more than a couple blocks at a time.
Well, that's sweet. Have you told him that personally? You should.
This is the 4th year that I have spent separated from my family, but I still, no matter what's going on, usually have had a car. This is the 2nd year I have not had my car or access to a car to drop off.
Yeah, you don't have anyone's car. Stop acting like you've always had a car. You had a car at one point, but you would always be using everyone else's car. Stop acting like you always had a car.
Their Christmas gifts. So even though I'm contracting, we're going to take the bus or the Metra. I got them one Rubbermaid bin that I'm filling with a few outfits. In that regard, I also have created numerous storefronts for others, copywriting, and many other things that have been successful, but they've stolen my laptop, my tablet, and my second laptop that replaced the first. So they've stolen everything from me a number of times. Shout out to Jose, Alexis, and Will, who have taken, the opportunity.
Stop talking about people. No one wants their name in your mouth.
No patient to me at all whatsoever, and the same for Xavier. It's a little different now with Xavier because I'm pregnant. So we were walking over. I had to do a number 2, which I can't do in the tent where they keep me. So we had to walk to find a store that was open where I can go potty. And I told Xavier, I'm already contracting. Let's grab some food so that we don't have to, be walking around throughout. We didn't finish, but we did a few more things. Again, sponsors, you don't understand how much it means to me. Xavier said, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, not a damn thing. I want you to commit to bringing my children their Christmas gifts with me and making sure that they get them and that I get to at least hug them and hand them their gifts. That's the only thing that I want for Christmas. So that's what we're doing. On the way to Target, I have
I wonder if she's going to see her kids for Christmas. Like, I have a feeling it's kind of like up to the big kids what they want to do, but the little one, you know what I'm saying, like I feel like she has more of like, maybe I kind of want to say protection, but I don't want that to be taken the wrong way. A part of me is like, oh, that'd be nice for her to see it for Christmas. But then another part of me is like, no, it doesn't matter. You have, that's so hard. Because whenever you put your foot down, you have to keep it down. And that is so hard. So as much as it sucks and how sad it is, I totally agree I totally understand why he would not want the little girl to see her even on Christmas. Because Heather needs to understand it doesn't matter what day it is. And doesn't matter what holiday it is. You should have already had your crap together from the get-go, Heather. And even if you fell off the wagon, it shouldn't take you 4 years to get back on. And then be like, oh, well, it's Christmas, so I decided I should be able to see my kids. Well, your kids should be able to see you every single day if they wanted to. And that, obviously, you fucked that shit up. That they couldn't see you when they wanted to. So now, it's on everyone else's terms.
Under $300. So total, that's savings, checking, assets, $300 total. And I'm getting completely reamed out by a homeless man on the corner because I won't donate. You can count the number of times I've not donated. I've walked by a person and not given them 10 to 20% of what I had in my pocket on one hand with fingers left over. I'm a very generous person, and
I'm so curious where this is going to go. Like, isn't it ironic?
Turned back at the man and I said, living in a tent. I don't even have access to indoor plumbing or a restroom, and I can't remember the last time I took a full shower head to toe. I'm 32 weeks pregnant, being denied medical care, and I have 3 children who I need to provide for. I'm pretty sure humble is not the problem here. I said, you need to stop harassing people on the street. I have always been such an advocate for people. Ask for money if you need it. You know, I don't call them beggars. You're sitting outside of the grocery store, you're having a hard time, you want to ask people for their change, whatever. But if someone not only tells you I can't afford it, but then goes on explaining, not a requirement, explaining why, me explaining to someone why is out of kindness and compassion. I don't want you to think I dislike you. I don't want you to think you don't deserve it. I want you to understand I personally can't do it and why. How dare you continue to argue with a 32-week pregnant woman who tells you she can't afford it and that she has 3 other children a week before Christmas, you know? So this is the type of thing I have a problem with for any neighborhood.
Oh my gosh, child. Do you not understand what you're saying?
But don't be an ignorant asshole, you know? Accept no when they say no. And all of this goes back to one of the blog posts that I wrote in 2020 called Good Sales Only. And this applies to everyone. I would love every person in sales to read this document that I wrote, Good Sales Only. If you're doing energy sales, if you're doing car sales, if you're doing any sort of sales at all whatsoever, there are morals and values and ethics. Give me a second. Thank you so much.
No problem. Post 2210.
Okay. Can I please have back a 5, oh my god, I suck at math. No. A 4 singles and a 10. No, wait, not a 10, sorry. And a, what am I saying? Words about this is harassment. Anytime I go live, this is what I'm dealing with. So if I look distracted, it's because there are people telling me to kill myself actively while I'm on.
Oh my gosh, stop blaming you don't know what change you want back on people distracted saying shit. Stop, Heather. You always got an excuse for everything. It is not our fault that you don't know what change you need back.
Live broadcast. So, anyways, guys, Merry Christmas.
Her phone sucks.
Don't be bullied. And
like every time it skips, she like goes to her phone. So is it like, is someone calling her? Like is it notifications, or does she just know it's getting weak? Is it saying it's getting weak or something?
just thank you to everyone who has continued to contribute. I got this bag, this Frida bag, $40 for $11. And I have nothing to bring home, like to put the stuff to go home from the hospital in. I ordered a bag, but I might return it. It was $30.
Well, that's cool. She has now 2 bags to bring home from the hospital and probably doesn't need neither one.
I can't really afford that right now. So I might use this bag instead. I got the kids some stuff at TJ Maxx.
Oh, no. Let me see. I always saw like a couple of shirts in there. What you got in there? Let me see now. I'm going to do a tent haul. Or let me see what you got for your kids in your tent.
Fits each. I still have to go grab a couple last minute things. I always like to get my kids the basic socks, underwear, fun things, and I haven't been able to get any of the fun things. Thank you so much. Thank you. You took yours, right? Okay, yeah. Thank you. So we're going to go back. We're going to rebudget. We got an omelet and potatoes that we share between the two of us, so I don't go out to eat and just splurge. $20 will last us for food for the day.
For the day.
Ourselves again. I do want to press charges against everyone involved. 100%.
Xavier, baby boy, you're going to have to calm down. Calm down. Like, what? I don't know what he doing. Chill out, man. He either needs to take something or he took something. Like, he gets so antsy and just... I wonder if he has ADHD on top of... I think he has autism.
Yes, I've given neither my consent nor my permission for myself or my children to be involved in any of this nefarious bullshit. And for those people who continue to call me and text me and message me and say all of these harassing things, I want to prove to them that I do have rights and that everyone has rights, and that anti-bullying or kindness and compassion are campaigns that we launch strategically in the kindergarten years or pre-K years. because we want our children and our members of society who are productive and welcome to learn those behaviors first. No matter income, no matter the way someone looks, no matter what they can do for you, they deserve respect, compassion, consistency, and to be protected. So I do want to press charges against everyone involved, and I've said that every single day since this began in 2019. We are now in 2023. So
Yeah,
you guys
so
have
how's it going there for you, Heather?
a great day. Babe, do you want to say hi?
Oh, he was so excited.
Have a good day, guys.
Someone told me that Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone heard of my case, and that's why they gave me this shirt, a Grant Cardone miracle, because everyone's shocked that I'm not dead yet.
Oh my, no she didn't. It's like a fucking cockroach. If you've ever watched even one of the videos I have posted over the past 4 years, you can see this should have all been addressed in 2020, yet here we are in 2023, still dealing with the same problems with no solutions or shelter or replacement of my vehicle or restitution of any kind being made. I love how that's the very first thing she cares about is her car, the vehicle. Oh gosh. It's so loud. It's so loud.
32 weeks pregnant today, guys. Had plans to drop off my kids' Christmas gifts. And I have no idea if that's going to happen now. They're trying to move the time to a really early time after I already agreed on an evening time because we have no transportation. Spent the entire day 2 days ago, literally 48 hours ago, and about $30 on laundry, washing all of our blankets. Today, someone decided to soil everything that we have again. I'm laying down and all you can hear is what sounds like buckets, not a little drizzle, buckets of liquid being poured onto us. I'm exhausted. Like I said, they're refusing me medical care. They're not allowing me to see even a doctor for my pregnancy. I'm 32 weeks today. I'm just sick of this shit. Look at this belly, you guys. 32 weeks today. So we're dropping off Christmas gifts to the kids today, all three of them. Hold on, babe. We're dropping off Christmas gifts to the kids today, all three of them. Hold on, babe. And we are going to be taking about 3 hours commuting. We walked all of this like 2 times a month, every single month. The only reason we are able to go on the bus is because of the lock that we have on our stuff that allows us this one time to take the bus. But usually we can't even bring all our stuff on the bus, so we literally have to walk right over.
I didn't get it. None of it made sense, but okay.
My kids, so I always choose one. Okay, so we have a transfer to the Metro. Thank God bless this filter because
I was about to say, she looks good.
it is just making everything come together like a dream. But we made it off the bus into the Metro. I've got Alexis's bin, Lewis's bin, Viviana's bin. I didn't have much this year, you guys. Your children recognize effort. So just do what you can, even if it's literally like a snack and a shirt. If your child sees your face on Christmas because you go through hoops to drop them off something, anything, they'll remember that. So we're waiting on the Metro. I'm ready.
But yeah, I agree. But they also remember that you were never there every single day. Not just Christmas, on a holiday, or on a birthday. Every single year, every day.
Wrapping up the stuff and then turning around and heading back to drop off Alexis her bin in the northwest side of Chicago and then back to where we have all of our stuff by St. Joseph's Hospital. So this is without a filter. I'm not that ugly, full of megaphone, but that filter is giving. So we're about to get on the train. This is what I have. You guys, as parents, I know you want to give your child the world. This is the hardest Christmas of my entire life. I have only one bin for each of my children, and I'm used to spending about $1,000 a year on each child. So this is hard, but we have to stay positive for our kids and make sure that our children know, that they haven't done anything wrong and that Santa is just got hit with a baby boom. And so we have to spread the wealth around, be creative, but the effort is always going to be noticed by your child. You guys, I ordered these crop top vests off of TikTok for my girls, a size small and a size medium. I got them for $5 each. It was $30 with shipping for 2 vests. What? These are nice. These are actually really nice from TikTok Shop. Take advantage of that. And they have all the colors. This was a total win. At Target, these are $30 for one. I'm really happy with this purchase. So we just dropped off to the big kids. We're at the metro station, and we're about to get back on the train and head back to drop off the last bin to my baby. I got to see the big kids, thank God, for a minute, and hopefully Orlando and Alexis will be home. But if not, I'm just going to drop it off to them. So Merry Christmas, you guys. This is how I've been spending Christmas the last 2 years. First time in my life not having a car. First time in my life being separated from my children. Very, very stressful, but we're doing our best. So we're about to get on the train going back. It's so hard. You guys are never going to have any idea, I hope. It's literally the most painful experience I've ever lived through. This is the 4th year. My children are supposed to be with me in my home. I just want you guys to think of something. You get up to take a number 2, whether it's Christmas or any other day. And you don't have to think about where you're going to go to do it. Most of us. It's giving Crohn's disease.
Santa babe.
Wow.
Every single day for the last 4 days, it's been soaked. Every day. Even when we dry every single thing. It's Christmas Day. There are no laundromats open today. Yesterday there was nothing open and I needed to drop off gifts to my kids. This is the color of the water that we're soaking up. Brown and gray. I'm 32 weeks pregnant and you're forcing me to
32. I thought she said 35. Why should she be jumping?
stay outside laying on water that looks like that. And then I have to spend the only $40 I saved for myself.
All right, someone needs to take some medicine or stop taking medicine. She's getting irate.
To get my nails done. It will be my first time in over a year getting a pedicure. I'm about to go into labor. I don't have funky ass feet at the hospital. $40 I saved for myself. And I have to spend it on Lysol spray, Lysol wipes, hand sanitizer. Like,
I wonder if she gets this mad if she had the kids and didn't have enough money to get her nails done. Would she yell at the kids like this?
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
It's 4 a.m. We've gone to try to allow myself to go potty twice yesterday amidst contractions. Braxton Hicks, so no hospital will keep me. And of course, as soon as I reach any toilet, I don't have to go potty again. But I've woken up 6 or 7 times just since 11 p.m. to use the restroom, and I can't. No one sees anything degrading or dehumanizing about this, though. So now we're gonna go walk around at 4 a.m. looking for a place that I can use the restroom because I'm in so much pain and we're soaked for the 4th night in a row.
12/26/23, 4:35 a.m. 32 weeks pregnant. 1 year anniversary from the die. Oh God, whatever. I can't. I'm just.
Then you just can't help but to wonder, after 4 years of documenting this, every inhumane, degrading experience, every part of it, nothing has changed. Look around me. If anything, they've taken more from me. And I'm now in my 8th month of pregnancy, 8 months pregnant. And today is exactly 1 year from the date that the twins died at 18 weeks, 6 days that I was pregnant with.
So,
no one has come to help us, but I receive more than 2,000 views per every 24-hour story post. The shelter system has been completely unresponsive. The court system has declined to allow me to have a single court date, despite my 7 in-person and electronic petitions. And law enforcement has not responded to a single one of 100 or more police reports. So I made a post at 4 a.m. that was also sabotaged. It's been loading since 4 a.m. We had to walk all the way to the hospital, St. Joe's, at 4 o'clock in the morning because the 2 times, even though I'm contracting when I walk more than 3 or 4 blocks, the 2 times we walked in search of a restroom last night, every time that we would arrive, I would not be able to go potty. Excruciating pain, contractions. The hospital just keeps sending us home. I've gone to the ER twice for these contractions. They put me on a monitor, say that the baby's heart rate is good, and that there's nothing they can do. Certain things, certain posts about certain abuses, they have been blocking from being posted. I send them all directly to Chicago Police. I send them to Civil Rights Voices. I send them to a number of different aldermen. I have still active cases with 311 requesting shelter assistance. And I've been a tax-paying fucking citizen in this bullshit-ass place. I'm angry. I'm tired. This is all that...
Instagram's like, okay. 12/26/23. This is after 4 days of being soaked and having all of our belongings soaked.
That's separating me.
Like, I wonder, like, did y'all just see those 2 gallons of water bottles? Like, what if they just, like, spilt a water bottle?
From the ground, okay? Covered in water, as you can see, every single fucking day, covered in water. And I just spend my entire life just cleaning and disinfecting and cleaning everything and going to the laundromat, because what else would a mother who's been violently ripped apart from her family and her identity be doing with her time, right? And this is a little mattress here. It somehow gets soaked in here. It's called an air pad. Someone ordered it for me off of Amazon.
Yeah, we know.
From here, from Instagram, the messages are there. And they literally popped this in the middle of the night. They woke me up, and I heard them pop it, and all the air just deflate in the middle.
Well, just a second ago, she just said, I don't know how air got on here, and now she's like, I heard them pop it. What? That's so crazy. Like, that's not what it was in a studio. Like, she thinks people are, like, sneaking, tiptoeing into her apartment and, like, grabbing the vacuum. Or, you know, just popping the mattress and then just secretly walking back out just to really petty fuck with her.
The night. This is all I have that's protecting my back, my hips. My body hurts. My body hurts. Okay. I need a place to go with my unborn child. I need the real Xavier back.
Why is she all of a sudden blaming Xavier? What did Xavier do? She just gotta find someone to blame. It's so weird, but like 75% of the industry and peer group of that group moved to Florida or have been regularly visiting Florida for the past 3 or 4 years. I went like 5 times, and my kids who have never been went a couple times each. So they have been. Anyone else noticing any weird travel patterns since COVID? What the fuck is... I am in pain, can't breathe, on my back, literally doubled over when walking more than a few blocks. This situation goes against every moral and ethical standard in a modern society, and I am confused and tired. I miss my kids. I want to go home. 32 weeks, 3 days pregnant. 10:04 a.m. She probably makes that noise all night. Every night. Could you imagine?
Look at that.
Look at it. It didn't even rain much. This makes no sense and has been what I've woken up to every morning for the last week. I'm physically trapped here even when they are being nice. I'm in a tent covered in dirty water, and I miss my children and this new effed up hype version of Xavier has to go ASAP. Are you trying to kick Xavier out? Don't give him no Adderall. What the fuck? Cannot. Xavier doesn't do drugs. He doesn't accuse me of anything. His brother works for the district attorney's office, and his father said he would get us an apartment for $2,000 a month. Why do I wake up to what feels like an entire new cast of my life I have never met before? Oh, Lord. Look, Xavier's like, I don't want an apartment. I like it here. I don't want to go.
I'm a 32-week pregnant woman laying in God only knows what. Every single day we go to the laundromat. Look at this. Look at how soaked this is. Now, understand that we're laying on 6 layers of waterproof tarp, plus the bottom of the tent, plus this is a blow-up air mattress inflatable pad. It's an air pad, not a mattress. So it's about this big. It's like eggshells. It has no air than air, so that the air can redistribute.
I mean, I'm sorry not to interrupt, but just my silly self. I don't know. Things maybe are made differently, but I would just imagine if it was like a puddle, how do you get away from a puddle? You can say waterproof all you want, but if you're laying in a fucking puddle, you gonna get wet.
It wasn't the most comfortable, but for a woman who's in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy, it's definitely needed for my hips and my back. Popped during the middle of the night and everything completely soaked. Everything.
At a certain point in pregnancy, someone should do your laundry and you should be protected from all harm and stress. And I think week 32 is that point. I'm just saying.
She's got stuff to do, but she started doing other stuff instead of doing her original stuff. She's got stuff to do. She just keeps making tasks, keeps on doing extra stuff.
March 2023. This was the podcast, the Coco show that nefariously got taken down. She's an animal. Meow. Lipstick on my finger. I apply lipstick with my finger because I am homeless.
TikTok, and did you guys know that I also have a TikTok? I'm gonna link it right here if you guys.
I have to do this, I'm sorry, because it was so funny. Heather, I've got to do this. They were anything but average. Living some not so average events. Bam! Crack! Pow! Get ready. One group of adventures gets super comfy. Coco Chanel YSL, Xavier, Dad, Mom, Coco X. iMovie and GoPro Solo present a GoPro Solo production. Should she be? I mean, I think she's getting pretty far along. She needs to be inside of the office. Efficiency for $650 a month. I will work in any capacity suited for a bachelor's degree in healthcare, fitness, or business, and can send in my resume with numerous letters of recommendation to show good faith. Okay, so is she only saying she will only work if it is suited for her bachelor's degree? Did she just say that? That means she'll never work because she has no bachelor's degree.
Xavier's father keeps saying he's going to get us a place with a budget of 8 to 1,000. I just found an efficiency for 650. Yes, I'm dead ass serious. If you are a sponsor who can afford to help, please help. Put it in your name. Pay the 650 up front. I know that I have people.
She just said pay the $650 up front. She said pay the $650 up front. I hope this is a place I want to look at it.
Here who can help.
Literally the address and everything. But I don't think it's real, just because, like, the way they say great, first of all. And how is it only $650? Do y'all have that up there? Because living is expensive everywhere. It doesn't care if it's a studio apartment or a teeny tiny trailer or, well, obviously a big old house is going to cost a lot. But, oh my gosh, everything's expensive. Okay, so it says, please use this posting number 06 when inquiry. That already doesn't make sense, okay? Text Maylee, the building manager, at show by appointment only. What do you mean show by appointment only? Like, this is so fake. Like, Heather should be smarter than this. I mean, she has a bachelor's degree, she just said, right? This is a really great unit in a charming vintage building near everything. Walk to the lake, short bus ride to Target, Wrigley Field, gyms, shopping, dining, and plenty of nightlife and entertainment. Steps from express buses, Red Line, Lincoln Park. I don't know. All right, let's see. Let me see now. Let me see the walls that Heather gonna mess up. I mean, that floor is nice. Is that a little itty bitty tiny fridge with a little microwave on top? Okay. First of all, this looks like an older picture. But why is it doing that? They didn't take the They didn't take the picture right. Look, it looks like the floor goes down. I mean, I guess we can say it's a glare, but whatever makes you feel better. That one looks a little bit better, but I don't even want to see a shower. I don't want to ever see a shower with Heather around it. Dang. Now I guess I see why it's $650. Okay, stop. No, look. Heat and electricity included. Trash removal included. Yes. Tenant pays cable internet ready. Laundry, yes, and building. That's good. Microwave and fridge included. Yeah, that little itty bitty teeny weeny fridge waiter. Heather's gonna run out of stuff to write on. Parking, street. You on the street. Hardwood floor. Pets, no, sorry. Maintenance on site. Application fee, $50. Administration fee, $300. No monthly services fee. No shit. You only pay a month of rent. What are you talking about? Security deposit, none. Rental requirements. Non-smoker only. Well, there y'all go. Wow, credit score 650 and up. Ooh. That's a well, I'll be quiet. Let's leave my judgments notes to the side, please. Yearly lease. Good job, Heather. Credit background check. Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord. Hallelujah. If they call her place where she lives, girl, you might as well try to stay off that lease. They're going to be like, no. She writes on everything in that apartment. And she threatens to stab everybody. Okay, credit, background check, employment, and income verification required. How is she going to do that? Housing and previous landlord referrals needed. Oh, that's funny. Just because what landlord would give Heather a good recommendation? Credit check requires a $50 cash, Zelle, or money order only fee. Minimum verifiable income, normally 3 times rent amount, and or cosigner U.S. required. Pay stubs, bank statements required for verification of employment / income. She's like, as I have no income, I just beg. Oh, Lord. What did she say? As I have each year, despite my overwhelming circumstances. If you have any questions, please email me directly. heatherg@gmail.com. Thank you, Heather Gillespie, GoPro Solo. She did not sign her shit GoPro Solo to Xavier's dad. Xavier said, you were going to get us an apartment. He said you set a budget of $800 to $1,000 per month. I found this efficiency near St. Joseph's Hospital for $650. Sent the link. Oh. That's sad. Just because the very first message was at December 12th. And no one... they didn't message each other. Well, I didn't figure they would. But if you're sitting here right after Christmas saying, hey, I found an apartment, you haven't even texted him to say Merry Christmas. Have you seen him? That's so rude. People are so just, ugh. Want. I got pregnant with twins, and someone nefarious somehow prevented my gym membership in 2022, and I have been doing fitness in extreme levels even through the first 7 months of pregnancy, pushing a 200, 300-pound cart from downtown to Franklin Park once or twice a month with stops in Portage Park to see my kids and drop off groceries. Weightlifting is my stress relief. I cannot wait to have my baby and get back in. You just want the baby out of you so you go to the gym? Okay. He'll be out in no time. He won't even be in your arms, Heather. It's so sad because, like, I cared about my pregnancy. So I went to the doctor. And I even had the same doctor deliver all 3 of my babies. And, like, I was with her throughout the whole pregnancies. She came to deliver the whole... I don't even care if they had to hold her in for a second. So she went, Papa. Like... Heather, that's so sad. 32 weeks pregnant, 1 year following the loss of twins at 18 weeks, 6 days due to preterm labor. This is absolutely ridiculous, unlawful, unethical, and embarrassing for the entire country. Literally what you did about the twins is all of that, Heather.
All right, you guys, so we just did laundry, and I just spent another hour going through ZocDoc, calling every doctor that says that they accept my insurance, which we know is a lie if you've been paying attention, and they're intercepting my calls. When I call my dad or Xavier, it goes to a voicemail that's like, your caller cannot answer. That's not the voicemail that my father has. That's not the voicemail that Orlando has. That's not the voicemail on Xavier's phone. So I know that they're, again, doing something to my phone calls and obstructing my justice, domestic terrorism, preventing me from seeing a doctor, you name it. The number of civil rights violations is just ridiculous at this point. I am a citizen of this country who has been paying taxes since I was 4 years old. I got my first job with a work permit. I am done. Put me in the fucking house, please and thank you. Send law enforcement, not to just say, move your tent, but to say, oh my God, Heather, what the fuck is going on here? Here's some keys to a safe house until we can figure something out. Here's the address.
Oh, wow. That would be crazy. Okay. Dad's new number. Why don't you just put Dad and delete his old number? Just calls you back. Oh, let's see. Let me see if I can read his text. Monday, 9:07 p.m. Wait, was that... No, that was recently. Okay, the very last text that her dad sent was, hey, baby, I've been trying to call you. Please call me when you can. love you. I think that's what he said. That's so sad. What is her dad like? Okay, anyways, okay. Sorry, I'm just like, when I start thinking, and then I'm like, this is just so sad. Just so sad. Okay, so she said, just called you back a couple times. They have been doing something to my phone line again. I don't know what's going on. It's awful on and off with reliable. Oh my gosh. Just called you back a couple times. They have been doing something to my phone line again. I don't know what's going on. It's awful on and off with real. I really need her to use commas. With reliability, but voicemail always comes through, and usually texts do as well. What? Merry Christmas, Dad. Sorry I didn't get to tell you yesterday. Did Orlando ever call you back about my baby? I can't take it, Dad. My Facebook keeps on showing me pics of Alexis, and I started having trouble sleeping other than the usual pains from pregnancy. I'm stressed and preoccupied, and resolution is on the horizon. The situation has been ignored for too long. I'm insisting Xavier gets me a meeting with the district attorney through his brother Carlos, who works in the office of the DA in Chicago. Oh my gosh, it's Christmas. It is so sad. I'm not going to get emotional. All I could think about... Gosh, get it together. All I could think about is her dad reading this and is like, what is wrong with my child?
So I have not been able to get a hold of my mother since November of last year. And I don't even know if that was really her or not. Haven't seen her in person since 2019 at my uncle's memorial service. Not because I don't see my mom. I see my family every holiday at the least. Usually.
No, you don't. You do not see your family. How do you not see your family for years, but you see them for every holiday? Do you know how many holidays there are in a year? Do you not know we just had a holiday? The biggest, best holiday there ever was Christmas, besides Easter. I mean, you didn't see them either. What do you mean you see your family for every holiday, but you don't see them for so long?
We exchange 1 or 2 texts in between holidays. We don't see each other daily, but every single holiday we always spend together, my family and I. My children lived with me prior to 2019 and 2020, actually. I haven't been able to be a part of my family's life since 2019. I can't even confirm that they're okay. And law enforcement won't help me, and the court system won't allow me to have a court date, and I'm scared. Again, today I tried calling all of them, and it goes to a generic voicemail. The caller cannot answer. Please leave a voicemail. Those are not the voicemails. My mom has her voice. Orlando has his voice. Lucia has her voice.
Okay, sorry to point this out real quick. Do y'all notice her eyes again? Whenever she acts like this, it's like, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Do your eyes change whenever your mood change? Is that crazy? Dude, that's crazy. That would make sense. That would make sense because you can tell a motherfucker ain't playing if they're going about to whoop your ass or not. You just look into their eyes. Okay, but I'm just wondering because it's like, does her eyes get like this because she acts like this, or she acting like this because she took something and that's why she's acting like this and her eyes get like this? They're so big, dude. Okay, I've called on another 4 doctor offices today who all refused me an appointment. That's crazy, Heather. Where's the proof? Receipts for it didn't happen. I mean, she records everything else. Why doesn't she? Or is it HIPAA? How convenient, Heather. But you were recorded out the side of the freaking doctor. Oh, Lord. Like, everybody knows what she's doing. So obvious. I just pray they're onto her. I thought the doctor was nice, but nice will get you killed when paired with ignorance or nefarious. 12/26/23. What doctor? Can I? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness gracious! This irritates me literally because I have been anemic for so long, especially in my younger year. Like, she's so like for someone so smart, you're real stupid, Heather. And this is iron. Like, don't you have a bachelor's degree? You know what I'm saying? Like, you work in healthcare. Like, you're so smart, and you really think that someone is poisoning you with too much iron because you're pregnant and you're lacking iron, so you need more iron than usual, right? Like, I can't. So she Googled, can iron toxicity cause a blood clot? I think that's what she was trying to say. Like, she mentioned blood clots way before she was pregnant. And the doctor giving her iron. For her iron deficiency and for, the baby. Like, I'm just...
Okay. Sorry. So I'm not claiming to be a doctor, nor am I claiming to be smarter than any doctor. But I am claiming to know my body and to know that I have done enough research anytime I've been either diagnosed with something or that a friend of mine or a family member has been, to do my research. I also worked for doctors for 15 plus years at Northwestern Hospital, some of the best doctors in the world. Alexian Brothers, Gottlieb, which is now Loyola, amazing physicians I've worked for. So I have a little more than average knowledge. The reason I had to let go my previous OB is because I was already prescribed a prenatal vitamin with high iron. And she prescribed me an additional separate iron and an additional baby aspirin. This is what can happen if you take too much iron. Okay, so no labs were drawn, nothing was done, and she ordered all of this stuff. So I can't risk it. I'm pregnant.
Then how did she know you were low iron? To all of our supporters, I firmly believe I would be dead without you. Thank you so much for all that you do.
I feel like...
Do you need your own inspector to receive reimbursement through the property's insurance company? Oh my gosh.
General contracting services combined with offers for administration. I'll bring the sales team. You bring the hands on deck. There somehow needs to be either an investor to pay regularly prior to the insurance payouts, or some sort of salaried agreement where everyone gets a commission or a percentage.